Yeah, he's stable right now. He's in the hospital. They're running a bunch of tests, but he's stable, he's conscious, doesn't remember anything that transpired. You know, I haven't seen a lot of seizures in my life. I'm sure I've seen a few, but it scared us to death. I'd never really seen anything that so up close and personal. I was literally just talking to him, and I turned my back, and then I thought he was cramping. It was almost like he had a back cramp, and so he kind of started contorting, and then when he rolled over, we could see that he was in a full-blown seizure. So it scared us to death. Obviously, we didn't respond very good from a basketball standpoint. We were all kind of in a funk. I mean, guys are crying. I mean, it was a pretty dramatic event. And thankfully, they pulled together and had the fortitude to go out and play with the passion that we need to play with to give ourselves a chance. But I'm going to go see him immediately after this. And as of right now, they say he's conscious and responding well.
What do you think helped you guys pull together like that, kind of flip a switch?
You know what, Parrish, for about a month, I've tried everything that I can think of to stop us from being so self-absorbed. It's certainly the nature of our culture today, and most especially the age group of kids that I have. They're self-absorbed. They're thinking about, me. And we've been challenging them to get out of themselves and let's start thinking about others and let's surrender to the team. And then when something so dramatic occurs, it truly forces you, it shocks you, and it forces you to stop thinking about dribbling the ball out of bounds or missing a block out or missing a free throw. It put our focus elsewhere. And to our guys' credit, once we started having a little bit of success, which was really in the open floor, we got some stops and allowed us to get in the open floor. And TD made plays in the open floor, and Brian made plays in the open floor, and Eustace made plays in the open floor, and we got them spread, and that energy carried us home.
Can you talk about the minutes too tonight, Andy? Because everybody, you had 36, 20, I mean, it was...
Yeah, we don't have a lot of bodies, man. We are who we are right now. Our hope is that Dre is responding every day, and our hope is that he'll be back with us sooner rather than later if he doesn't have any setbacks. Obviously, we have no idea what Sheed's status is moving forward. We'll figure that out in the next few days. We had foul trouble as well, especially bigs. If you have 2 fouls early, I try to, let's get to the half. I thought our energy out of the gate was good. I thought offensively we found a little bit of rhythm, and then I thought Tennessee really closed the half very strong and then started the second half very strong.
So how gratifying is that to close as strong as y'all did? I think it was 12-2 in the last.
We needed it. We needed it. We were desperate. We've obviously had guard issues as it relates to leadership with the ball, decision making with the ball, turnovers, a plethora of issues. Yeah. We moved Dre to the point because we felt like that gave us the best option moving forward, and we go to Auburn and we win the game. We then come back, and against Georgia, 10, 12, 13 minutes into the game, he goes down. And we really hadn't been right since. We're looking around like, okay, what are we supposed to do, Coach? I thought Brian Tyree really grew up today. Second half, made some plays for us, man. Strong at the rim, finished through contact, 6 assists to 3 turnovers. I thought he really, really grew up tonight, which I think is a great indication of his future moving forward. We just needed to win. And the only way that we can win is to get back to our formula. We're +8 on the glass. Even though we turned it over 17 times down the stretch, I thought we made decent decisions. We made enough free throws, and we were aggressive at the rim.
Andy, is Brian's knee getting more healthy?
I think so. It's he exploded there at the end, and really, he probably could have finished over the top. He ended up being a layup, but he was really explosive. I think he's getting more and more confident. It's difficult for any freshman to be put in those set of circumstances, most especially one who's coming off an ACL. And literally had no basketball in June, July, August, September, very little in October, and he was not full go till November. So it's hard. He's only about, 2 months into this journey.
Eustace had the season high today. In that first half, what was kind of different?
I thought he was very aggressive. They were doubling. We started him at the 4. And they were doubling Sebas with the other big. So he was going to be the open man. When we got him the ball, he was finishing at the rim. Also, even when we didn't get it to him initially, shots would go up. I thought he was active in keeping balls alive and finishing at the rim, and then 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Huge. His cohort goes 0 for 6, but when he can go 7 for 7, hopefully now it'll get him over the hump. Here's a guy that last year, shot close to 75%. So that's what we anticipate moving forward.
Does Tyree performance tonight give you confidence moving forward with
Definitely.
Playing as a true freshman.
Definitely. He showed that he can make plays in a tough situation against a good team, a team that is playing. You know, when you think about Tennessee, I know our league sometimes gets bashed, but you think about Tennessee. Tennessee goes into Chapel Hill and loses by 2. Had an opportunity to beat Carolina. Carolina's a Final Four contender. They played Gonzaga on a neutral site. Everybody says, you know, this may be the year that Mark Few gets to the Final Four. They're leading that game down the stretch. They go to Texas A&M and they get a W. They go into Vanderbilt and they lead tap to buzzer. It's a good basketball team. Rick Barnes, I've got nothing but respect for the job that he's done and he's going to do. And we're down 13 with 15 to play, and we don't have a lot of bodies, and our mind is elsewhere based on what transpired with Rasheed. And for Brian who had not played great to that point, I thought he started the game good and he had some really poor moments. And for him to be able to man up and lead us down the stretch, I think is huge in his growth.
Coach, what do you think, Mark Canvas Hyman, that putback dunk, you guys were stagnant up to that point. What do you think that dunk did to your team?
You know what's funny, Dane? I mean, you remember one too long ago you were playing, just energy, you know, just something to spark us. I thought it sparked him. I thought defensively he was good. I thought we did a good job. In the 1-3-1 early in the game, I thought they picked us apart a bit. I thought our rotations were late and they were splitting us at the top. And if you allow splits at the top of that 1-3-1, you got problems in the back, and that's what happened. Hubs did a great job of slashing and finishing. We went to it again late in the second half, and I thought it was much more effective. And then we rebounded out of it, which is difficult to do. We kept them to one shot, and that's what allowed us to ultimately, you know, get out of there with that 11-point win.
You're seeing basically everybody now double Saiz when he gets in the post. Just how important is it for Eustace to be able to score when they are doing that?
I think it's important. I think him and KG, and I think we got to make shots. You know, we go 1 for 14 from 3 tonight, and of the 14, I think a lot of them were based off of, you know, playing out of that double team, and we've got to step up with confidence and shoot them in, because those shots are going to continue to be there. It's smart strategy. Why wouldn't you press us? Why wouldn't you continue to double him in the post? My hope is that we'll continue to get better in that area.
More questions?
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.